What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fins, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. It is time for New Music Friday. We're going to be talking about some of the new stuff coming out throughout the week of October 24th. And as a side note, I made a post asking you guys to vote yes or no on if you want me to go live before, Thursday evening, whatever, before this video, to talk about some of the smaller bands that don't necessarily make it on a New Music Friday because I don't feel familiar enough to talk about them. You and me, we could talk about music. I can listen to it in time and tell you how I'm feeling. We could communicate a little bit better, and it's easier for us to just discover new music that way. That would be pretty cool. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. We're like 7 subscribers away from 1,500 subscribers. We're so close, and it keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. So yeah, if you could subscribe, that would be great. It'd help out my ego a lot. But anyways, let's talk about some new music. Acacia Strain is releasing their new album titled You Are Safe From God Here. I know a lot of people consider their early work to be the best. And I love Wormwood just as much as the next guy. But I feel like they've recently been releasing like their best stuff while at the same time kind of exploring. They've evolved beautifully after releasing Slow Decay in I think like 2020, which won Album of the Year for me in 2020. It still is like one of the best things ever. I feel like this has potential to be really great as well. Their double album thing that I can't remember the name of it. The one they released in 2023 where they had like the thrashy kind of deathcore album thing. It was like 8 songs, like 20 minutes long. And then they had like the sludgy doom metal thing that was 3 songs long and like 38 minutes or something like that. That was interesting. A lot of people didn't care for it, but it was experimenting, and I feel like they were trying to figure out what sounds worked and what sounds didn't. And I feel like it's all going to come together on this new album. It's going to be great. We also get a new album from Dayseeker titled In the Black Night. I feel like the opposite could be said about this band. They're actually getting worse, which yeah, their music is just super overproduced. The lyrics are as bland as can be. They're basically just like a soulless synth pop band now. Like the vocalist says that, he puts a lot of heart and soul into these lyrics, and you read them and they're like as cliche and like the opposite of poetic. It's like he puts no effort into them. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of found the formula to just pumping out music. And for me, if you're an artist, a musician, and you find the formula for pumping out music as fast as you can, it probably isn't going to be good music. We also get a new album from Hail the Sun titled Cut.Turn.Fade.Back. This one, I think it's going to be great. I've been digging the new singles. They're a lot more like, I don't know, they're not as complex sounding as their past stuff, but I feel like, I hate using this word, I feel like they're more mature, I guess you could say. A lot of times when you say more mature, it means they've kind of numbed down their songwriting, they're not as technical, blah, blah, blah. But musically, I feel like they're coming from a place of more like looking in the past of the situation, where their last album, like they were like in the middle of it, like with songs like 60-minute session blocks where it's clearly he's talking about being in therapy. I feel like we've moved past that now, and he's from more of a place of clarity. At least that's what I get from the singles. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's still going to be pretty good. We also get a new album from Soulfly titled Chama. I've always really struggled with this band. Their style of like thrashy new metal, it's always been kind of cheesy and gimmicky to me, and I know I'm the odd man out on that. I know people love them, and I get it, and I know no one's going to agree with me, and that's totally fine. I'll probably still check this out, though, just out of curiosity, just to hear what Max Cavalera is doing on this new album. His last album, Totem, I think that was the name of it. It was okay. It's basically, it's Soulfly. It's what they do. It's what they sound like. You're not going to get a whole lot of difference with them. And I feel like that's why they just haven't really grown on me over the years. I don't really like their sound, and it isn't really changing all that much for me. We also get a new EP this week from Rolo Tomassi titled In the Echoes of All Dreams. I'm very excited for this one. I did a review on When Myths Become Memory, I believe that was the name of it, and I fell in love with that album. All the people who know that album, who know this band, absolutely love it, and unfortunately, I forget about them. I forget about this band sometimes. I'm so excited to see the release of something new. It's been a minute, and I'm definitely here for it. We get a new single from The Devil Wears Prada titled Everybody Knows. Their new singles have admittedly been different, but honestly, I'm digging them. I think they sound good. It's not The Devil Wears Prada that we've come to know and love, especially their last album, which was so freaking good. But I don't know. I feel like there's too many singles. There's too many singles at this point. They've released 7 singles, and there's a 14-song album, so it's half of the songs are already released. And I feel like it would have been more cool to kind of just get like 3 singles and like glimpses and be like, are they really changing their sound? I wonder what they're going to sound like on this album. Instead, we just know. We know what we're going to get on this album. We know what they're going to sound like. So we're going into it, not surprised, not really expecting anything super crazy. We know what we're going to get. And to me, I mean, it's not bad. It just kind of kills the fun of it. The surprise, you know. We also get a new single from Foo Fighters titled Asking for a Friend. The last single that we got from them was rough, honestly. It's hard to imagine this one being any better, but as this is like one of my like childhood bands that I grew up with loving and helped me get into music, I hope that it's better. Hope they're able to bounce back. It's just after everything this band has been through, I feel like Dave needs to take a break. I've been saying that a lot. I said that about As I Lay Dying in the new single review that I did from like last week or something, where I feel like Tim needs to take a break. In the same way, I feel like Dave needs to take a break, sit down, collect himself, instead of, again, using the formula that just pump out music, writing lyrics down in one sitting and not rethinking them and just going with it. I feel like that would help out a lot. We also get a new single from Paleface Swiss titled Let Me Sleep. I cannot listen to this band anymore. I understand why people like them, but at the same time I don't, because all their songs sound the same. It's just that psychopathic like screechy inhale thing, and then the singing's always the same and the music's overproduced. I don't know. I guess that's the formula to becoming really popular these days. At first it was cool. Now it's just a gimmick they keep using, and it's just kind of whatever. Poppy's also releasing a new single titled Unravel. I'm only mentioning this because I'm looking forward to hearing it, honestly, because I've only ever heard Poppy in features, and also that song that she did with the big 3, the other women in there, within the metal thing, and that was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I've never actually heard her music, so I'm interested in hearing this. I know that she released an album, I think it was last year. A lot of people loved it. I don't know. If you have any Poppy suggestions for me, leave them down in the comments below. Let me know where to start, what to listen to, because like I said, I've only heard features. I'm interested in hearing her actual music. So that's the only reason why this is on here. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if there's anything I missed, leave a comment below. But also let me know if you want me to do a live stream, and we could set this up. I don't want to do a live stream and only have nobody. Even if it's just one person that shows up, it'd be worth it for me, because we could just talk about new music. I could, you know, they could share their stuff they're excited about. I could share my stuff I'm excited about. Stuff like, you know, the smaller bands. Instead of talking about Foo Fighters, you know, we could talk about some of the stuff that we don't know, and we could dive into a little bit more. I feel like that'd be fun. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It does a lot for YouTube's algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, we're almost up to 1,500 subscribers. It'd be pretty cool. Help my ego, and it would just help me sleep better at night. And I thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me sit here and talk about music. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you have you watching this. And I'll talk to you guys next time.